4, probably got a pretty good shot to win.
Well, you mentioned that first to 40 wins. The last time Buhler scored over 40 points and lost this season was clear back on the 27th of January, over a month ago, over at Heston. So, yeah, it really, and you look just throughout the entire season, there's only been twice this season that Buhler has scored 40 points or more and lost. So I really think that is a critical stat for this evening.
Yeah, Buhler fell Thursday on the senior night to Circle, 42-37. Game tied late in the second quarter. Buhler trailed by just 2 at halftime. Down only 2 early in the fourth when Circle went on an 8-0 run. Crusaders would cut it to 4 late but couldn't get closer. Tough night shooting, just 25% from the field, 14 of 55. They were 3 of 21 from the three-point line. Circle shot 42%. Big night for Natalia Krayfel's career-high 20 points to go along with 14 rebounds, her 7th double-double of the season. Here's the tough stat that I was sharing with you. Nat went 9 of 15 from the field. The rest of the team was 5 of 40, 13%. And if you want a quick key to the game, an obvious one would be that they have to shoot better than that.
Yeah, as a team. And, Natalia, we talked about it too. I mean, they were very physical. It seemed like most of the night they had, multiple. They were playing man-to-man, but they had tons of help defenders. So, I mean, she was having to shoot through 2 or 3 defenders in some cases. So that should open up the floor for some of the other ladies. And, one of the other things that I know we talked about pregame before we went on the air, Emmy Stallman didn't have a huge night offensively, and so, we have a size advantage inside. It'd be great if the Lady Crusaders could exploit that in the post play.
And I know we gush on that a lot, but really I think we've been watching a star be born this year, and she's going to be really good for the next 2.
Oh, she's got such a great basketball pedigree. Of course, her dad was a standout at Buhler, then went on to play at HCC, had a successful career there, and then went on to play at Chaminade out in Hawaii. So, I mean, her folks are both athletic people, and so she definitely has so much potential. The neat thing is she's doing all this just as a sophomore, and so she's only going to get better and only going to get more confident and gain more strength as her career goes on.
It's got to be a tough gig to play college basketball in Hawaii.
Yes, Chaminade, Maui. I mean, what a better. I mean, I don't know if you can get a better draw in the world than getting to go to college and let alone get to play ball in Hawaii.
Charlie Baxter had 8 points, 5 assists in the loss, 11 points for Circle's Kaya Thornton, 9 each from Kylie Dennison and London Soto. With the loss, Buhler 8-12 on the year, 3-2 in their last 5. I mentioned 0-2 against the T-Birds by a combined 6 points. So here's an interesting twist of fate. We find ourselves in a similar spot to 2020, although that was for the sub-state title on that night in March of 2020 here in Towanda. Lady Crusaders would win and go on to the state tournament. But we always talk about tough to beat a team 3 times in a row. I think sometimes that gets overused if the two teams are just not close at all in talent level. But in this case, where these teams have proven to be so close in the product they put out, I think it is tough to beat a team 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's the old saying, the gambler's fallacy, that the previous things don't have anything to do with the current event. But, yeah, they definitely, I mean, Buhler being so close, especially the closest of the 2 games being here on the home floor at Circle. Buhler had a chance to win that game at the very end. And so, these Lady Crusaders know that this is a team that they can play with. And the thing that I'm sure Coach Mitchellstetter and Coach Cherry and Coach Price talked about this week is just the fact that, we were within 5, on Thursday, and we shot 13% from the field outside of Natalia. So, I mean, it's one of those things, if some other shots fall, which they've got to, the Lady Crusaders have the opportunity to knock this team off and go to the sub-state title game.
And I cannot tell you why certain things are the way they are, but this has been a road gem that the Lady Crusaders have played some of their best basketball in over the years. Again, go figure why some of those things are the way they are, but they've played Circle better here than they've played them at home.
Interesting.
So, go figure. Well, the winner of tonight's matchup will play again on Saturday against either Hugoton or Winfield. That is the 4-13 matchup, and the west side of girls play. And do have a halftime score in our Buhler Dental Care Scoreboard, that game started at 6 tonight, and Hugoton at halftime is dominating 56-23 over Winfield.
Well, I think it's probably safe to say then, and we will know the outcome before this game obviously goes final, but yeah, the winner of this game is going to be heading west on Saturday.
And I did the math from the front door of the high school in Buhler to Hugoton is 224 miles. So that's a fun trip.
Yeah.
A little bit farther, obviously, from Towanda. But we'll see who possibly could be headed to Hugoton for a sub-state final coming up on Saturday. Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Wade Patton Insurance, by Dix Phillips 66, by Buhler Dental Care, and by Schmidt Electric. It's the Crusaders and the Thunderbirds in this sub-state opening round on a Wednesday night. Only the upper classes in action tonight. Part of our Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Only other game on the network tonight is happening at the Roundhouse in McPherson. Where the Bullpups ladies are hosting El Dorado tonight. And also a 7 o'clock tip-off on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. All quiet elsewhere, but it gets really busy tomorrow and Friday with basketball mania. Probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday of Sub-State Week, our busiest 3 basketball nights of the season, I would venture to guess.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, we were doing the math. Typically in a year, Ad Astra will do, sub-state and state, close to 100 games. And this year, I know we were talking about maybe thinking the 120 mark, but
yeah, I think the next 3 nights probably close to right around 60.
Wow, that's a lot of basketball.
Maybe not quite that many, but maybe close to 40.
Still
that's
a
little better.
A lot of basketball, but it's fun just getting to talk about these young people doing something positive for their communities, and yeah, everybody's still got those dreams and hopes of getting to that state tournament alive and well.
More coming up in our Midway Motors drive to the game here from the Birdcage. Finally named in Towanda. Our pregame continues next. We'll take a look at the sub-state 4A bracket for girls play and give you some guys' finals from last night. That comes up next here on HKFM.
Motors drive to the game coming up. Next, we'll hear from the players in tonight's player profile. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
How's it going?
If you have not considered Wade Patton Insurance for your homeowner's insurance, you should call on us. Hello, this is Brad Patton here to remind you that we have the independent advantage to find coverage for your home. Buying insurance doesn't have to be an expensive burden, and we will shop our carriers for you and simplify the placement of coverage. We will tailor a policy to your individual needs, take the time to educate you on your coverage, and be sure you're protecting your biggest investment. Stop in our office on the corner of 6th and Main or find us on the web at wadepattoninsurance.com.
At Dix Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dix offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Have an appliance that doesn't work or a yard full of scrap metal and don't know what to do with it? Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron, and you can save the environment and put a little money in your pocket by bringing it to us at 700 South Main. Call us at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
95.9 HKFM.
And back here are the Midway Motors drive to the game. Crusader basketball here on HKFM. Girls for a sub-state opening round tonight in the West. Wellington is the top seed at 19-1. And they host Abilene tonight. Other half of that bracket of the 8-9 is Clay Center and Chapman. Won't have to drive very far for that one. McPherson, the 2 seed at 18-2. They host El Dorado tonight. 7-10 has Pratt at Rock Creek. A couple of former Crusaders, part of those 2 programs. Saw Coach Pauls. He was back at homecoming at the Sports Arena, of course, up at Rock Creek now. The 3 seed Andale at 17-3. They'll host Augusta tonight. The 6-11 matchup has Mulvane at Clearwater. Hugoton, the 4 seed, we told you, leading Winfield at the half up big. And the winner of that game will take on the winner of our game coming up on Saturday. Well, finals on the western side of the boys bracket. An overtime game between Augusta and Clay Center last night in the 5-12 game. And Clay Center pulls off the upset, 62-60 in overtime. Pratt, the 4 seed, beat Mulvane 56-40. So the two teams out of the ABCTL get skunked out of that bracket. I thought maybe we might sneak one through there, but not to be.
Yeah, and I know I was just thinking the same thing when I was looking at the scores last night, that probably doomed them to fail when we were talking up the fact we thought Augusta could get out of there.
Well, Circle and Wellington winning. Of course, Wellington beat our boys last night 50-40. That'll be the 3-6 matchup. McPherson moves on, intriguing matchup in a 2-7 final. And then Rock Creek has punched through on the boys' side in the top bracket. They beat Abilene last night 54-51. Game that was not played last night. Winfield at Hugoton. So they play 6 and 7 30 doubleheader out there in Hugoton tonight. The Vikings making a very long trip to far southwest Kansas, and get that final later on tonight as well. Guys, finals will be played on Friday, and then the girls coming up on Saturday, and of course the state next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Salina. We mentioned a very busy 3 nights coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday of sub-state action on Ad Astra Radio, part of our Hunt CC Road to a Championship. Presented by Next Tech Wireless. We've got some really, really loaded sub-states. 2A at Sterling, 3A Lions, 1A Division I at Little River. All 3 of those are just jam-packed.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you're looking at semifinal games and a bunch of those sub-states where 3 of the 4 teams left are ranked in the state. You think about that, there's 8 sub-states in every single classification. To have 3 or 4 of the top 10 teams still left out of 8, I mean, you're talking about, a fourth of the top 10 in individual sub-states. So pretty incredible, but you know how it goes. One of the reasons that Ad Astra gets the opportunity to broadcast so many different high school games is just there's been on the both boys and girls side from 1A Division II clear up to 4A and beyond. Lots of good coaches around Central Kansas, and a couple of them are retiring this year. I don't know if we've talked much about Coach Knoll's career at Hillsboro's over, and Coach Van Sunrow, the boys coach at Mound Ridge, he's in his final season. So just lots of long-term coaches that have really done a lot to build their programs. Well,
not only great coaches, but great character people that just make a huge impact in their communities and with the students. So it's tough to lose those veterans. You got the young whippersnappers coming in, I guess. Are we old enough to say that?
Oh, yeah, no, because, I mean, we see it all the time, just like, we were talking about Heston earlier this year. Coach Raleigh retired, and, the coach there at Heston's a guy that we both broadcast when he was a player. And so, that starts happening in a hurry where kids you broadcast all of a sudden become coaches.
Yeah, changing of the guard in some places. Well, we'll break down tonight's matchup, Buhler and Circle, a little bit closer when we come back here. Also, starting lineups and set for the tip-off in about 15 minutes here from Towanda. More of our Midway Motors drive to the game after this. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
At Fee Insurance Group, we've been working side by side with our clients for more than a century, helping them prepare for the unexpected and supporting the teams, schools, and communities we all care about. Fee Insurance, forward together.
From their beginnings in 1989, Wifco Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and and they're still growing. Apply today at wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
95.9 HKFM.
A third trip around the sun for the Crusaders and the T-Birds here tonight to Circle won on senior night at Bueller last Thursday, 42-37. A buzzer beater, if memory serves me right, here back early in the season to win. That came on January 13th, 38-37. See if the ladies can exercise a couple of losses. Going to have to shoot the ball better. We talked about that. Circle, I was surprised they played as much man as they did that last meeting, but almost a sagging man where they really help off in the lane and make it tough. Nat had 20, but she had to really wrestle for that 20, and they did a good job of neutralizing Emmy. I think if we get Stallman going on the inside tonight, we have that size advantage inside. Going to have to figure out a way to work against that tough man pressure, though.
Well, and, hats off to Natalia Krafels because, we talked about it. Last time we played them, they were playing that man, but you said a sagging man, but a lot of times she would have two, possibly sometimes three bodies with their hands up in the way, defending her shots. I mean, she had to shoot through a lot of contact and a lot of people. So one of the key things, hopefully some of the other people can knock down some shots to force them to not pull so many people off of all the other players, because I have a feeling Coach Henry's game plan again is going to be, hey, let's take away Krafels, and if they're able to slow her down, some of the other people are going to have to step up.
I'd never like to, maybe hopefully not shy away from that contact too. If they're going to play physical, see if you can't get to the free throw line a bunch and make them pay their Circle. Really, Kaya Thornton is the spark plug that makes them go. She had 11 points in their last meeting. Circle not afraid to shoot from the outside, but they really like to get Thornton going downhill. They like those off guards to move without the ball and get those easy shots at the bucket. So just like our bigs have to score on the other, they've got to be very disciplined on the defensive end and protect that rim.
Yeah, because you talk about, they really do send their guards charging at the rack, trying to get those lay-in tries or get to the free throw line. And so, position's going to be really important. The ladies, the post players for Bueller are going to have to make sure they get to position early so that way they don't get caught shuffling their feet and moving when they're trying to protect the rim when they're doing their drive penetrations.
Well, just a little under 10 minutes to go for tip-off. Circle, team that averages 43.5 points a game on the season and give up 36. They are 4-1 in their last 5 games. They've won 2 straight over Winfield, and Bueller last loss came at home against McPherson on February 17th. They went 8-2 in the league this year, and those 2 losses both to league champion McPherson. Bueller averaging 37 points a game and giving up 43. They shoot 33% on the year, the Crusaders do, and I think if they can at least get to that, that'll be a huge improvement from what they shot on Thursday. Get some balls to go in the basket, and get the bigs going down low. And then you just a little bit of gravy, those outside shots, whether it's McKenna or Gracie or Claudia. You get 2 or 3 of those to go in. That's kind of just a little icing there.
Oh, you're exactly right. If Bueller could be fortunate enough to hit 4 threes tonight, that would go a long ways scoring-wise, because, the outside shooting has not been one of the major strengths this year of the Lady Crusaders. So you get a couple of those to drop, that really makes your path to victory a lot wider.
Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Wifco Steel Products, by Daylight Donuts, Midway Motors, by Rod's Tire and Service, and by Neufeld's Flooring. More of our Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up after this on HKFM.
Drive to the Game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro. For every mile of life, the Bueller Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hutch-Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. Hutchinson Daylight Donuts makes all of your favorites from scratch each day, warm and fresh just like you like them. And when you eat Daylight Donuts, it just makes you feel better, a little happier, a little friendlier, a little more productive. And now more than ever, we recognize it's the little things in life. So start your morning by stopping in your Hutchinson Daylight Donuts at 1435 East 30th, 305 North Main, or order ahead online at hutchinsondaylightdonuts.com.
Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for your orthopedic needs. Now seeing physical therapy patients at Sterling College as well as our location in Hutchinson, enhancing the quality of your life and helping you return to the activities you love. Visit Summit online at summitks.com or call 620-665-7766 to make your consultation appointment. Summit Surgical and Pinnacle Rehabilitation and Sports Performance, together for exceptional health care.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the Mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here on our Midway Motors drive to the game, I want to say good luck to our bowlers tomorrow as they get set to bowl at State at North Rock Lanes in Wichita. And if you're up early tomorrow, head to Main Street on Bueller and see our kids off. They'll be escorted out of town tomorrow morning at 6:30. Good luck to the Crusader bowlers coming up at State tomorrow. And of course, spring sports coming very quickly. We'll get our baseball coverage at the end of March, and spring practices started this week unless you're still playing basketball, and then you get a pass for a few days, but it's coming quick.
Yep,
looking forward to it.
Yep, and spring break, for the Bueller students coming that not next week but the following week. And then you know how it goes, Aaron, having kids yourself. Once you get past spring break, the school year just seems to jump off the calendar, regardless if your kids are in high school, grade school, middle school. So that final 2.5 months just jumps off the calendar.
Looking forward to it. A reminder, our coverage online tonight at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. Also video coverage via the Crusader Sports Network on YouTube tonight. And our coverage on HKFM, part of our Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Only other sub-state game on the airwaves tonight, McPherson and El Dorado. A full slate of games tomorrow night and Friday night with sub-state semifinals. And just a few opportunities left for teams to punch their ticket to next week's state tournaments. Postseason next week. Of course, Big 12 tournament will happen next week. And our Sterling College women will be in the first round of the NAIA National Tournament played in Wichita coming up next week as well. Circle and Bueller for a third time this season here in Towanda in Butler County. And basketball has been pretty good in this county. Of course, a number of 4A schools that have had a lot of success. Coach Jordan Crawford on the boys' side has that McPherson pedigree that he's brought here. The Circle ladies team, you look at what they've done, just 11-11 last year, but they've had 10 consecutive 11-win seasons. And you see teams all the time that have one or two, standout seasons, but to develop that consistency year after year after year, that's tough to do. Says something about a program. So.
Yeah, consistency is one of the best bellwethers of success, and to have that many consecutive years, 11 wins or better, says a lot about the program that Coach Henry's built here. And we talk about all the time. In Division III of girls basketball, you basically in the AVCTL, you've got McPherson, And then pretty much the runner-up spot has gone through Circle for quite some time. And so you know that if you can compete with Circle, you're going to be able to compete with anybody else in the division other than McPherson.
All right, starting lineups and the tip are just ahead here tonight from Towanda Crusader basketball. Back after this on HKFM.
Mom of the game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at adastraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson, and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Alan Samuels and Hutch is proud to support our community and local businesses, and we promise to continue to do so. Follow us on Facebook and join in our weekly giveaways. Check out our website at alansamuelshutch.com for our new inventory arriving daily. And remember, Ladies' Day is every Tuesday for discounted oil changes, tire rotation, and a free car wash. Alan Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine and Hutch. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
Hi, I'm Kristen Gillespie, and when you come see Dr. Travis Gillespie at the Dental Center in Hutch, my husband and our staff will take the time to listen to your concerns and will give you the best options available for you and your family's needs. At the Dental Center in Hutch, we provide high-quality, state-of-the-art dental care in our comfortable and newly renovated office. We enjoy working with all ages of patients, especially the little ones. Don't you agree, girls?
Of course. Happy teeth for you and me. Come see our dad, Dr. Gillespie.
Each and every day, WIFCO Steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
95.9
Tonight's national anthem. Let's meet our Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups located inside Heartland Credit Union at 29th and Main in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 620-669-0177. For the 14-6 Circle Thunderbirds, coached by Brian Henry in his 18th season. A 5'6" senior, number 4, Katie Coble. A 5'9" junior, number 10, Kylie Dennison. 9 points and 7 boards on Thursday in her last meeting. A 5'4" sophomore, number 11, is London Soto. She too had 9 points in that last contest against the Crusaders. A 5'7" sophomore, number 21, Emma Johnson. And a 5'5" junior, number 34, Kaya Thornton. 11 points last Thursday at Bray Hills. Again, Coble, Dennison, Soto, Johnson, and Thornton for the Circle Thunderbirds. For your Lady Crusaders at 8-12 on the year under third-year head coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. At forward, a 5'9" sophomore, number 13, Natalia Krafels. She had 20 points, 14 rebounds on senior night, now 7 double-doubles on the season. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 15, Claudia Taylor. Claudia averaging 3 points a game. At guard, a 5'8 sophomore, number 22, Charlie Baxter. 8 points, 5 assists on Thursday, averaging 6 points, 4 rebounds a contest. At forward, a 5'10 junior, number 30, Emmy Stallman. 6 points, 4 boards a game. And at guard, a 5'8 sophomore, number 32, Gracie Ord, averaging 5 points and 3 rebounds. Circle in their home whites tonight. Blue trim, blue letters. Road blacks for the Lady Crusaders with the maroon trim and the white lettering. And just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. I Need a Cleaners in Hutchinson and Newton. It's where to take your clothes. All right, partner, how about some keys to the game?
Well, I think obviously Natalia Krafels needs to have another big night for the Lady Crusaders, as she really carried the water for Buhler on Thursday night's close loss to Circle. You know, we talked about some of the other gals hopefully can knock down some shots, and, you know, I really do think hopefully we can exploit, you know, some of the height advantage that we have inside Emmy Stallman. And, you know, she's done such a good job defensively, and she's had some big offensive games. I think if Emmy can get going offensively, and if we can knock down some outside shots, anything we do to take the pressure scoring-wise off Krafels is going to help out the Lady Crusaders tonight.
Circle lost in the sub-state final last year to Wellington. Lady Crusaders lost in the opening round of sub-state a year ago. Set for the tip, it'll be Natalia Krafels against Emma Johnson. The big Thunderbird in midcourt.
I tell you, watching the ladies warm up, there's still a lot of smiles. These girls still want to play basketball, so hopefully they can extend the season by another couple days with a victory tonight.
And the Lady Crusaders will control the tip left to right here in the first half. Crusader basketball underway from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on KWHK Hutchinson. Aaron West alongside Chris Shank. Here's Krafels. Far side pass. Charlie Baxter working along the baseline. Out of the right wing now to Claudia Taylor. They'll reset to Ord. Up top, 30 seconds in, no score. Ball deflected, saved by Stallman. Pass out of the wing to Baxter. Now to Taylor. Up top, Krafels. Far side, Ord. Again, T-Birds.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I was going to say Buhler going with a 4-out, 1-in offense.
The T-Birds opening in that man, and Charlie Baxter looked a little puzzled there. They called her for a travel.
Yeah, that time Buhler wasn't getting a lot of offensive movement. So now they're first possession of the evening for Circle.
All right, Circle the other way, right to left, and Soto has it out high. Johnson far side. Any of these ladies from the perimeter, if they're open, they're not afraid to shoot. Katie Coble, she'll shoot the three up top, short. Rebound in the mid lane. Johnson wrestles it away from Krafels. Then the pass errant to Coble, who runs it down in the corner, but she's called for a travel. And so each team will open with a turnover in their first possession. Neither team shot the three well in that last meeting on Thursday at PHMS. Peter just 3 of 21.
Good to see Lady Crusaders cut through the press real easily there.
There's Baxter. Left side, Taylor. Up top to Krafels. Now Ord near the timeline. Nothing to start here. 6:29 to play in the first. Nats got it far side to Gracie. These sophomores who've played so many minutes together, 4 of them in the starting lineup. Ord's got it far side. Out front to Baxter. Like to see a little bit more movement with the ball side to side. There's a pass to the baseline to Krafels, knocked away and out of bounds.
Yeah, Buhler, like I said, going with that 4-in, 1-out, or 4-out, 1-in offense.
Boy, nice pass in the interior. Nat, good look. Krafels can't finish. Rebound, though, for Emmy Stallman. Put back inside, missed, and a rebound for Kaya Thornton. Couple of good looks inside. Early shots that won't fall, and a three on the other end is good by Thornton. And well, she is the one T-Bird that you always have to know where she's at.
That's the first blood of the evening for either squad.
3-0 Circle, 5:44 to play in this opening period. Here comes Krafels up the floor. She'll shoot the three and missed. Rebound inside for Dennison of Circle. Thornton right to left, goes right inside past 2 defenders off the front of the iron, miss. A second offensive board for Emma Johnson, and a whistle and a foul called. And see if that puts Johnson at the line.
Yeah, it was a smart play by Johnson. She really didn't have very good possession, just kind of flung her arms up, was able to draw the contact in the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Foul on Gracie Ord will be her first, team foul number 1. Johnson, 5 points in that Thursday matchup last week. First free throw rattles in. Well, Circle with an early advantage here. The 3 from Thornton. And now Johnson at the line makes the first of 2. Second charity attempt is on the way and good. So 5-0 Circle. 5:25 to go here in this first period. Bueller against the press, left to right. Here's Baxter, far side. She'll dribble it all the way down to the left baseline. Passes up top to Ort, right side down to Taylor. Off a screen, Claudia rolls left. Picked up by a double team and a bad pass. Emmy Stallman was locked up in a double team inside. There's nowhere for that ball to go. And Thornton will score it in the lane the other way. And a rough start offensively with 2 turnovers and now a 7-0 lead for Circle. Here is Taylor against that press. Baxter works it across the timeline, has it stolen away by Thornton. And Circle's got another leak out the other way. Soto's layup is good. And Coach Mitchellstetter needs a timeout. 3 early turnovers and a 9-0 run to start the game for Circle. 4:39 to go in the first. Back in 30 seconds. This is Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas, how banking should be.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, and our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard, end of third now. I'm a little shocked. I thought Hugetson would be the favorite, but 81-36 they lead Winfield. That is insane. For a girls high school 4A basketball team to score 81 points.
That's a feat. I mean, the quarters are so short in high school. I mean, a boys team scoring 81 points. I mean, it's just, it's tough to do.
Yeah. Here is Crayfels down low.
Getting that double team.
They'll work it to Stallman at the foul line, right side. Now the left side. 3 on the way is good for Gracie Ord. And a big bucket that breaks the 0 on the scoreboard and the 9-0 run. It's 9-3.
Lady Crusaders desperately needed that basket.
6-point game the other way. 3 rims long for Katie Coble. Rebound tapped him out and missed rebound herself. Crayfels ends up with it. 9-3 our score. 3:50 to go in the first period here. As Taylor's got it on the left side out front to Crayfels. Now to Ord, who hit that 3. Johnson with a hand in the face. Top of the circle to Baxter. Pump fakes, drive, steps to the foul line. And that jumper missed. Rebound to Thornton of Circle. 3 right side way long, missed by Coble of Circle, and a rebound for Charlie Baxter. Crusaders the other way. Ord dribbling it across the timeline. Here's Claudia. Left side 3, and same spot as Ord. Same result. Back-to-back threes for the Lady Crusaders, and it's a 3-point game.
Big buckets, back-to-back possessions for the Lady Crusaders.
So Taylor and Ord make it a 3-point game. 2:58 to go in this opening period. London Soto has the ball out high for Circle. She'll work it down to the right baseline. On the wing now, Dennison. She'll try a 3, missed. Rebound tapped about and taken by Natalia Crayfels. I think Circle initially touched that, but then Natalia able to come up with it the other way. Pass deflected up the floor, right in front of the Circle bench. It goes out for Katie Coble of Circle. Substitutions here. Sammy Brooks and Nia Sewell will check into the Crusader lineup.
First subs of the night for Buhler.
Isabel Marley and Lauren Swiley are now on the floor for Circle. Here is Sewell on the left side in a 9-6 game. Gracie Ord, long 2 up top, missed. Rebound for Swiley, the freshman for the T-Birds. And circle the other way. Across that timeline is Thornton. She'll dribble it down to the left side baseline. Out of the wing to Coble. Inside and a whistle. And a foul away from the ball. He's going to go against Sammy Brooks.
Yeah, they're trying to work the ball inside to Swiley. She had position on Brooks.
Brooks with a foul, her first, team second. Circle to play it in. Shot up inside and good. I believe that was Swiley who got to the bucket. And scores her first points of the night. 11-6. 5-point lead. Bueller the other way. Here is Sewell through traffic. Work it Baxter. Now to Crafels inside. Triple teamed and fouled. Boy, anytime a Bueller big touches the ball, defensively, Circle leaves the other 4 players open because they all collapse.
Yeah, they are trying to take away the bunnies tonight big time.
The foul on Isabel Marley, her first. Here is Natalia Crafels at the line. First free throw is short. That has been a very good free throw shooter this year at 80%. Has a team Bueller at 63%. McKenna Siemens now with the Bueller lineup, replacing Charlie Baxter. One more at the line for Natalia Crafels. Clock stop, minute 49 to go. The first, second free throw good. First point of the night for Nat. And it's 11-7. A 4-point game. Circle is led by as many as 9. They started the game on a 9-0 run before back-to-back threes by the Crusaders. Here is Thornton. She'll launch up a 3. Missed. Emma Johnson with her 3rd offensive, now 4th offensive rebound in this first quarter. That is insane. And a Circle will reset out top. Johnson, not a real big presence inside, but very tenacious. Thornton a 3, missed. Rebound tapped about, taken by Gracie Ord. Ord pushes ahead to Siemens. She'll try the 3 right side. No. Rebound loose. No. That ball went off the hands of Isabel Marley inside, and they're going to give Circle the ball. I mean, it was right in front of us, partner.
Yep.
She clearly had it, and it went out of bounds.
Yep, there's 3 T-Birds right there in the vicinity, and yeah, you're exactly right. It was not touched by a Lady Crusader.
All right, Circle, though, is going to get the ball. And Johnson has it left side Circle. 11-7, under a minute to play in this first quarter. Here's Dennison against Stallman, who's back in the game. Out to Johnson for a long 3, and she hits it. 5 in the quarter for Johnson. 14-7, a 7-point game. Crusaders with just 7 points, with 2 field goals so far and 1 free throw. Here's Brooks inside of the lane, and a whistle and a foul call.
Gonna be a reach foul on Johnson as she reached in on Sammy Brooks.
Boy, what makes that wrong call by the official even worse is that Johnson hit the 3.
Yeah.
Gracie Ord to play it in. Brooks inside, has her shot blocked by Coble. Loose ball taken by the T-Birds. Still 27 seconds on the first quarter clock here, and a 7-point Circle advantage. Peter's got to gin up some offense. Been a tough start. Sewell knocking the ball away out of the hands of Thornton. It'll stay with the T-Birds. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Heston Bakery, Harrickson Custom Building, by the Crusader Booster Club, and by Idea Tech. Katie Coble to throw it in to Dennison up top. Down low now to Coble. Off to Johnson. Long 2, left side is short. Rebound for Sammy Brooks. 5 to shoot. Here comes Sewell. Ahead to Siemens. She'll at least get a shot off. And it's short at the buzzer, and that'll get us to the end of the first. And a Circle with the early advantage in this one, leading your Crusaders 14-7 after 1 from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Our coverage continues after this on HKFM.
family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
The right price for the right protection? It exists. Hi, I'm Andrew Parr, your Allstate agent in Hutchinson, and I can help you get the right protection for the right price. Contact me for a free quote. Call me today or stop by my office in Midtown Hutchinson at 13th and Main. Are you in good hands?
Hi, I'm Daryl Miller, and whether you are a small business just starting out or an established company looking to grow and expand, you need a partner who understands your current and future business goals. At First National Bank, we make all of our loan decisions locally, and our commercial bankers have the knowledge and resources to find the right loan for your business. First National Bank of Hutchinson, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, our coverage tonight live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hutch. Come by, let's be friends. T-Bird ball up to 7. As we start period number 2, they led by 9 at one point of the first quarter. Here's Coble inside, missed. Nia Sewell comes down with the far side rebound. Nia will bring it left to right. Her, Taylor, Siemens, Stallman, and Krafels are the 5 on the floor. Taylor being covered up by Coble. Dribbles out of pressure, plays it to Stallman up near the timeline. Now to Sewell. Sewell weaves her way inside of the bucket, missed the shot, but a foul. And that'll put a little freshman on freshman action there. It's going to put Nia Sewell at the line for 2.
Well, it was a great strong take that time by Sewell. Bueller's been struggling offensively to move the ball, so one of the ways you can move the ball is just take it to the rim. That's exactly what Sewell did there.
And Nia missing the first free throw. London Soto in, and Swilly, who committed that foul, will go out.
Well, I just got a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update from the Roundhouse. It's McPherson 26, El Dorado nothing.
Second free throw by Nia is good. 1 of 2 at the line. Now 7 of 15 on the year. 14-8, 6-point game. T-Birds the other way, right to left. Soto out high, far side Johnson. They'll rotate it left side, now bounce in the lane to Johnson. Good defense by Krafels to cut her off. Up top Soto, Soto driving right. Plays it out to Dennison, long 2, missed. Rebound loose on the deck and picked up by Krafels, and then Natalia is fouled.
That's already the 3rd board tonight for Natalia Krafels here, and we're just a minute into the second quarter.
Katie Coble will pick up the foul, the senior, her first. As Baxter and Ord are going to return here. Siemens and Sewell go out. So 14 fouls now on Circle, 7:04 to play in this first half. 14-8 T-Birds. Leader breaks the press. Baxter across the timeline to Ord. Gracie picks up a double team, in trouble. Kind of saw that coming, and it gets tied up. The Arrows should keep it with the Crusaders, but Gracie kind of allowed herself to get into that. You got to move out away from that double team.
Yeah, one of the things that Circle's trying to do with their full court pressure is once you get it across half court, trying to trap you along the sidelines.
Ord against Soto here, driving to the left side on the wing to Taylor. Lob pass into Stallman, and she's going to be fouled on the floor from behind.
It'll be a second foul on Emma Johnson. As she came, she was the backside defender, just coming for help defense to bracket Stallman.
Swilly back in. Johnson will go out. Bueller's going to play it in off their baseline. Left of the bucket with 6:35 to go in the first half. Here is Taylor off to Gracie. Wrap pass into Krafels, back out of the wing. Ord for 3, missed. Rebound loose, and Dennison comes up with it. Bueller with just the 2 field goals so far in this half. Shot inside, missed, and again, much like Thursday, somehow they're only down 6. Rebound Crusaders on a tough pass taken by Coble. And Coble the other way traveled with it. Layup good.
Yeah, Baxter, fantastic defense trying to stop the run out. And you mentioned it, Coble got away with the walk.
16-8, it's an 8-point game. Here's Ord into Stallman, a wide open layup, good.
That's the first time the Crusaders have beat the press all the way down the floor and scored points off it, but there's a stoppage of play.
And Katie Coble shaken up. And she's going to be replaced by Caitlin Votes. 16-10, a 6-point game. 5:48 to play here in the first half. And Thornton beat 3 Bueller defenders to the bucket.
Well, she is so aggressive and so good getting the rim, and now another turnover, and Soto drains it.
Soto jumper is good. And it's a 10-point game, 20-10. Here's Baxter. Off to Ord. Gracie dribbling it out front.
Just the one field goal this quarter for Bueller so far.
Far side to Baxter. She's stripped. Thornton touched it. No! Oh my gosh.
And we are situated on that baseline where these plays
earth?
keep happening. Tough break for the Crusaders. Turnovers now 6-1.
They call it off Baxter.
Yeah, it got obviously deflected out of her hands.
Charlie's going to come out. Siemens will come back in. And Circle with a 10-point advantage here has got the ball. 5:02 to go in the half. Soto. Here's side Circle to Thornton. Far side Soto. Now off to Votes. Here's Thornton loose in the lane. Missed the floater. Rebound Crafels. Crafels robbed. And I think they're going to call a foul. Thank you. It's just in. This is basketball, not wrestling.
Yes. Well, that was one of those plays where Bueller got the defensive rebound and Swilly gets tied up. The Circle crowd wanted to tie it, but it's one of those she had one hand in, so you can't get a jump ball with one hand in.
Bueller gets the press down 10. They need to, again, find some offense here. It's been a little tough. Stallman out front, Siemens, far side Ord. Somebody's got to step up. Get some offense going. Naya's got it out front. Crossover dribble on Soto. And they're going to call a lane violation on the Crusaders. 3 in the lane, and it's another turnover.
7 turnovers now for the Lady Crusaders. So when things are struggling offensively, you got to get those stops at the defensive end until the shots start falling.
4:17 to go in this first half.
Well, if Bueller could somehow whittle this down to single digits before half, that'd be big.
Votes 3 missed. They give up an offensive board. Marley pulls it down.
What you can't allow it to do is get to 15 or so.
Soto inside missed. And a foul from behind. And that's going to be on Isabel Marley. That'll be the 7th Circle team foul. It should put the Crusaders at the line for a 1-and-1. Marley commits her second. She's going to come out, replaced by Kylie Dennison. And now Emmy Stallman will go to the line.
Bueller overall as a team 50% from the line this evening.
Emmy 71% individually on the year. First try of the night is good.
Well, one of the reasons her free throw percentage is so good, I know she spends a lot of time in the offseason working on that shot.
Well, one of these two teams got a long road trip coming up on Saturday against what appears to be a very good Hugoton team. 1 of 2 at the line for Stallman. Bueller stays 50%. Natalia Crafels wrestling for the rebound, and she is fouled.
And she's going to have 2 free throws.
They got to hit those free throws. Second trip to the line for Crafels in this half. It's a 9-point game. And Natty's first free throw is good. The Circle fans
yep, you can
upset.
Well, the one spooky thing for Bueller, and you've watched enough basketball, Aaron, when the foul count is uneven like this, Bueller's going to have to really watch it because they will try to even this thing up here to close out the half.
Katie Coble committed that to foul, her second. And Natalia, 2 at the line. She's 3 of 4. It's 20-13. Lead cut down to 7. 3:47 to play here in the half. Right side, Swilly with it off a screen. Plays it off to Dennison working along the top, guarded by Stallman. Here's Soto with a right-hand dribble. High off the window, missed. Rebounds out, and Circle's going to come up with another offensive rebound, as Buehler has not been boxing out well in this game. T-Birds, that ball deflected off a Crusader, are going to have it off the inbound. Soto into Dennison. Dennison retreats to the corner, inside, and the ball knocked loose. Thornton comes up with it, can't score with the left. Rebound, Gracie Ord.
Good athletic board inside that time by Ord.
Here comes the sophomore guard across that timeline. Far side to Sewell. Naya feeds it in the mid lane to Crafels. Out of the wing to McKenna. Siemens for three, got it! Big shot for the junior guard, who knocks down her first bucket of the night and makes it a 4-point game.
So even though it's been a rough first half, Buehler hanging tough based on those 3 threes the Lady Crusaders have dropped in tonight.
20-16, 2:44 to go in this first half. Swilly plays it off to Dennison. Now to Votes, who pump fakes out of 3. She'll pass out of it. Soto lost the dribble, gets tied up inside, and I think a foul called. And it'll be just the 3rd team foul on the Crusaders. First personal on Nia Sewell.
Well, this is one of the situations like we talked about, the crowd from Circle really working the officials. Buehler's got to watch it because they'll try to even this thing up probably here in this final 2.5 minutes.
Dennison's got it left side of the inbounds. Drives and then retreats on Stallman. Out front, Soto. Far side, Swelly, long 3, short. Rebound tapped about, another offensive board. Put back missed, another offensive board. Somebody box out. Shot missed at the free throw line, and finally Gracie Ord comes up with a rebound.
That was one of those long possessions for Circle.
Ord up the floor to Siemens. Now back to Gracie, under 2 to play before halftime. Gracie out front. Right side circle to Sewell. Nia is going to drive inside. Position, shot up, missed. Rebound tapped about and taken by the T-Birds. A tough look onto that bucket for Nia Sewell. Soto the other way. Up top to Thornton. She'll shoot over Sewell. Missed on the 3. Rebound Gracie Ord, number 4. And here comes Ord across that timeline. 90 seconds to go. Right side Nia. She'll launch up a 3 and missed. Boy, a quick shot early in the possession. Got to get the ball inside. They just have got to find a way to get the inside game going. You're not going to win the game shooting threes.
Yes,
1:10 to go. Here's Votes. Now a travel called on Thornton, who turned around and looked at the official like, what?
Yeah, and that's, believe it or not, just Circle's 2nd turnover of the entire evening.
All right, Sally Brooks. Charlie Baxter return out there with Crafels, Siemens, and Taylor. Here is McKenna, far side circle. Up top to Natalia Crafels. Now Baxter pulls up, elbow jumper missed. Rebound Brooks, put back, yes!
Way to go, Sammy Brooks. First bucket of the night based off an offensive rebound, and just like that, Buehler's back within 2 with under 40 seconds to play.
7-0 run here, 40 seconds to go in the half, and see if the T-Birds want to hold for a final shot in the second quarter. Our coverage tonight, part of the Hut CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Winner moves on to Saturday action. Boy, a near turnover. Great defense by Claudia Taylor to force the steal. Ahead to Baxter. Layup missed, but a foul. And a chance to tie the game at the free throw line for the Crusaders. It all started with good defense by Claudia Taylor out front. Got London Soto napping, and she lost the ball.
Yeah, Claudia Taylor, good hustle play. She hit the deck trying to get the strip, was able to bat it away and get it to Baxter. And Charlie takes it to the rack at the other end with a chance to tie here.
Foul is the 3rd on Lauren Swilly. 17.5 showing on the clock. Charlie Baxter at the line, 19-41. 46% for the sophomore on the year. 8 points on Thursday in her last outing. And first free throw, no. Buehler has not led it tonight. Kira Sawyer, a 5'4 junior, into the T-Bird lineup now. Smitty goes out with those 3 fouls. One more for Baxter, and Buhler 50% at the line for the most part tonight, and they stay true to that. It's a 1-point game, 20-19. 11 seconds to go in the half. Buhler's finally gotten some offense going late in the second quarter. Long 3 by Thornton is short. Rebound, Baxter taps it to Krafels, and that'll get us to halftime. And important there because the Circles had a number of offensive boards in this first half, but they protect there. And even as tough as that first half was, it sometimes you still look up at the scoreboard and you say, hey, we're only down 1 point.
Yes, and there was times where, struggling-wise, shooting, Buhler, only had 1 field goal for the longest time in that second quarter. So, you got to look at that glass half full mentality where if you're struggling offensively, your defense is keeping you in the game. You just want to try to get this thing, down the stretch and have a chance to win it at the end.
Well, you look at Circle, Buhler only scores 7 points in the first quarter. Circle only scores 5 in the second. So, I don't know, for whatever reason, these two teams cannot get away from each other. And a 1-point game at halftime, 20-19. Crusader basketball brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, by Rise Up Reno, Prairie Star Health Center, by Hutchinson Community College, and by Fee Insurance. Well, Mac at the half leading El Dorado 43-5. Got some lopsided scores tonight. Not here, a 1-point game at the half. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report next on HKFM.
You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Coming up, Aaron and Chris recap tonight's first half, and we'll catch up with other coaches and athletes in This Week in Crusader Sports. 95.9 HKFM.
What makes Scooter's coffee amazing? Maybe it's our espresso drinks, like our signature hot, iced, or blended Caramelicious, made from the best coffee beans in the world. Maybe it's our signature homemade cinnamon rolls and tasty breakfast sandwiches, served fresh every day. Maybe it's the refreshment of our fruit smoothies in the summer, the coziness of a hot mocha in the winter. Spoiler alert, all of the above. Start your day or top it off at Scooter's Coffee. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooter's Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, and Salina.
Every day is a great day for drug and alcohol prevention. If we help kids develop skills to never start using vapes and other drugs, they will be more successful at sports, school, arts, and other activities. Youth need to know vapes are addictive. Drugs can be dangerous. Quitting is really hard. For ways to talk to your kids about these subjects, check out resources at riseupreno.org. Young people who make good decisions and advocate for themselves now will be able to do even more as adults. Rise up, Reno.
Well, our Hutch CC Road to a Championship presented by Nextech Wireless continues tomorrow with 9 different games across the Ad Astra Sports Radio Network. On Thursday in 2A from the Sterling Sub-State, it's the boys who will be playing, as on 94.7 KSKU, you can hear Moundridge versus Inman in the first game, starting with pregame at 5:45, followed by Ellenwood against Sterling. All other games from 1A and 3A will be girls games on 95.9 KWHK from Burton. Central Christian plays Southern Cloud in the first contest, followed by Wakefield versus Burton. 96.7 KMPK has a game from Gossel as Elyria Christian will play Canton Galva. That one starts at 7:15. Kansas Rocks 100.3 will broadcast from the Little River Sub-State as Pretty Prairie plays Central Plains, followed by Little River against St. John. And in 3A on Kicks Country 106.1 from Lyons, Cheney will play Halstead, followed by Heston against Haven. Seniors Marquise Noel and Keontae Johnson have swept the Big 12 Weekly Player of the Week honors for the second time this season, as Noel earned the Player of the Week for the third time, and Keontae Johnson picked up his 5th Newcomer of the Week honor after helping the 11th-ranked Kansas State Wildcats earn regular season sweeps of Baylor and Oklahoma State. In the 2-game stretch, Noel averaged a near double-double with 18 points and 9 assists to go along with 3.5 rebounds, 3 steals, and he went a near-perfect 19 of 20 from the free throw line. Noel collected his team-leading 6th double-double with 14 points and 10 assists in the win over the Bears, and he posted his 10th 20-point game of the season including his 9th in Big 12 play with 22 in a win over Oklahoma State. Johnson on the week averaged 21 points on 60% shooting to go along with 3 rebounds and 2.5 assists. He led all scorers with 25 points in the win over Baylor, hitting on 11 of 17, going 2 of 4 from the three-point line. The Kansas State women's basketball team also picked up a weekly award as K-State's sophomore guard Serena Sundell strung together one of her strongest 2-game efforts in her young career and was named Big 12 Player of the Week for the first time. Sundell led the Big 12 with 22.5 points per game on 74% shooting, including 91% from the foul line, and added a line of 5.5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks in 37 minutes per game. I'm Scott Miller with a look at your halftime sports. Let's get you back out to your basketball game.
Come visit us at Bueller Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdalds@gmail.com. Bueller Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
New Felts Flooring, proud supporter of Bueller High School activities. We are your experts for all your floor covering needs. Please make an appointment to visit us at 110 West 2nd, downtown Bueller, or give us a call at 620-543-2274. Go Crusaders!
This is Cindy Couchman, Superintendent of Bueller Schools, where we are proud to offer an exceptional adult learning and K-12 virtual school alternative with Ad Astra Virtual Academy. If you are considering a virtual educational setting with certified instructors, find out more at Ad Astra Virtual Academy at usd313.org.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here at the half-hour Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report, and 20-19, a 1-point T-Bird lead here at the half. T-Birds managed just 6 points in the second quarter after Bueller scored only 7 in the first quarter. Bueller outscores Circle 12-6 in the second period, and down just 1 here at halftime. T-Birds led twice by 9, once by 10 in that first half. They opened the game on a 9-0 run before Gracie Ord and Claudia Tanner hit back-to-back threes in the first quarter to cut the lead to 3. It was 7 after 1, 10 midway through the second quarter. But a nice finish, a 7-0 run to finish the half. And the Lady Crusaders with help at the free throw line have cut it to a 1-point game. 7 points, 3 rebounds in the first half for Circle's Kaya Thornton. Katie Coble had 2, London Soto with 4, Emma Johnson with 5. She also had 4 rebounds, all on the offensive end. And Lauren Swilley with 2. For the Lady Crusaders, Natalia Krafels had 5 rebounds, 3 points in the first half. Number of Crusaders with 3 points. Claudia Tanner with 3. McKenna Siemens with 3. Emmy Stallman with 3. 3 points, 4 rebounds for Gracie Ord. Nia Sewell with 1 point. And Charlie Baxter with 1 point. Sammy Brooks had 2 points in the first half. 2 quarters to play to see if third time is the charm in this matchup between these two division foes. Last win for the Lady Crusaders came on this floor in the sub-state final in 2020 when that senior group led by Haley Miller and Maggie App and Olivia Owens. Liv had herself a tray party that night. She was hot from the outside, and Bueller wanted to go out of the state tournament in 2020. Of course, that was the COVID year, and the state tournament was canceled at the end of the first round. 20-19 here at the half from our Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Second half action coming up here on HKFM.
More of the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report coming up after this. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Bueller Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Visit hutchcc.edu/campus tour.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, 20-19. Here in West, Chris Shack with you. Heath Stroder is our studio producer, engineer. Actually, I believe Adam Colby is back at home tonight taking care of us, and so I apologize, buddy. But, well, just a one-point game at halftime. You think Peter hit just a couple of 6 of 10, not bad, but there's just a couple of free throw makes away from having the lead in this game.
Bueller's done a fantastic job of getting to the line in the first half. Circle only shot 2 free throws in that first half.
All right, T-Birds right to work inside. Shot missed by Coble as they have the ball to start the second half. And a rebound for Gracie Ord, her 5th.
Well, and speaking of rebounds, Bueller in the first half out-rebounded Circle 15-13. So let's see if the Lady Crusaders can keep that up.
All right, here's Sewell, far side Circle. On the left is Taylor. Peter going right to left in the second half. Crafels down low. High shot for Nat. Missed. Rebound, Emmy Stallman. Put back. No, that would have given the Crusaders the lead. Rebound for Emma Johnson.
And this has been one of those games the Lady Crusaders have never led.
Yeah, Thornton hit that opening 3. T-Birds by as many as 10 in the first half. Johnson out high, throws it away. Ball picked off. And again, a chance for the Crusaders to take their first lead in this game. They led here late in January before a bucket late in the 4th. Won it. Crafels inside, missed, but a foul. First shot attempt by Stallman, not good. Nat with the rebound. And the putback, no, but a foul on London Soto will be her first. And Crafels is going to go to the line here for the 3rd time in the game. And a chance to tie with the first. And it's off and no good. Boy, sometimes doesn't it just feel like there's a barrier between you and that lead?
Yes, and it's one of those things, too. I mean, if Bueller could just tie it, because it's been, I don't think this game's been tied since the 0-0 mark.
And Natty hits the second, so she is now 4 of 6 at the line, and we are tied at 20. Evened up, 6:53 to go in the first. That 10-point Circle lead in the second quarter is gone. Here's Johnson off of the dribble. And a 10-footer, no. Rebound, put back, Thornton, no. Rebound, Crafels.
Crafels continuing to pile up the stats. That's now her 6th rebound of the evening.
Here's Ord right to left across that timeline. Picked up by the man defense of the T-Birds. Taylor right side. Out front to Stallman. Ord now into Baxter, tied up by Johnson. Charlie falls down, leaks it somehow to Crafels in the corner to Taylor, and the 3 is good! Claudia Taylor gives Crusaders their first lead.
Second tray of the night for Claudia, and like you said, first lead of the evening for Bueller. Let's see if Lady Crusaders can get another stop.
6:05 to play. There's a shot off and missed. Rebound and a tie-up. How did Baxter save that ball inside after she fell down?
Sheer grit, Mr. West.
What a shot by Claudia Taylor. And the tie-up after the miss by the T-Birds. Peter's going to have it on the arrow. Ord has it knocked away. Somehow able to save the dribble and get it back. That was a close one. Here's Baxter. Across the timeline to Ord. Crafels working it down low on the left side. Peter up 23-20 here. Their only lead of the night. Stallman inside and tied up. And we're going back the other way. It'll be T-Bird ball.
So we'll give it back to Circle. But Buhler doing a good job keeping the defense ratcheted up this evening.
Well, 2 threes by Claudia Taylor in the game have been huge. And here's a foul. Baxter and Soto getting tangled up down low. And that'll be the first on Charlie. First team foul of the second half on the Crusaders. Kaya Thornton to play it in, left to the basket. Off to Soto. Now to Johnson out high. 5:31 to go in the third. Here is Thornton. She disappeared in the second quarter. Soto for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Stallman stepped out of bounds, but they say that it goes out off Dennison. I don't know about that one either. I think Stallman touched it and then stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, her foot was, I think, out of bounds across the baseline, but hey, we'll take it after all those calls in the first half went the other way.
All right, here is Emmy Stallman with it across that timeline. Far side, Gracie Ord. Ord now dribbling out front off of the spin. Will take the jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound, Emmy Stallman. Stallman gets tied up in the arrow. Will keep it with the Crusaders. That's a good-looking shot by Gracie. And just in and out.
Yeah, it's been a tough shooting night for both of these squads.
Isabel Marley's going to check out of the T-Bird lineup, and Kaylee Dennison will go out. 23-20 Crusaders, 5:01 to go in the third. Ord to play it in, left to the basket. Off to Baxter. Now left side circle to Claudia Taylor. Here's Baxter against Coble. Working the left side. She'll put up the long 2, and it's good. First field goal for Baxter, and makes it a 5-point game.
I've watched her play long enough. It's always a good feeling to see her shoot along the baseline. She's so deadly there.
4:44 to go here in the third quarter now. And Buhler's largest lead at 5. Did not lead until the third. Here's Johnson. Out front to Coble. Coble off the dribble. Works to the right side. Now dumps it to Soto, who tries the 3, and that's missed. Rebound of the lane to Charlie Baxter. Crusaders have it back up 5. Across the timeline, Taylor. Now to Ord on the right side. Gracie dribbling. Crosses over to the right. Now to the left around Soto. Works it off the left side circle to Baxter, who falls down with it. And Coach Mitchellstetter heads up to call a timeout there to prevent a turnover. 4:05 to go in the third. Buhler 25, Circle 20. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Enjoy all his homemade favorites and weekly specials at Water's Edge Restaurant and Catering in Heston. It's simply the best for comfort food classics or unique seasonal flavors. Check out their Thursday night specials and customizable catering options too. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Follow them on Facebook and view the menu at watersedgeheston.com. With dine-in or curbside to-go service, they've got your cravings covered morning, noon, and Thursday night.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, still a ton of game left. 4 minutes and 5 seconds in the third, but Olmo is riding with the Crusaders at the moment. See if they can hold on to that and build on this lead.
Circle just does not look very comfortable out there. They've been kind of chucking threes the last couple of possessions, not been getting good looks.
Boy, good position inside for Stallman. Layup good. Baxter defender down right to that left block and put it up and in.
5 points now for Stallman. Third leading scorer tonight for Buhler.
27-20. It's a 7-point lead. 3:45 to go here in the third. Circle T-Birds pressing. Coble's got it to left elbow. Off to Marley inside. Thornton shot missed, but a foul. That'll put Kaya Thornton at the line. A 8-0 run to start this half by the Crusaders. So you know how it goes with that momentum. It feels good when you got it, but it can leave very unexpectedly.
Yep, momentum is a fickle thing.
Thornton knocks in the first free throw, her first try of the night. As that foul was on Nia Sewell, her second. McKenna Siemens is coming to the Buhler lineup. So Taylor and Ord now on the bench. Sewell and Siemens in. Second free throw by Thornton, the junior. Leading scorer for this team. Knocks them both down. 27-22. It's a 5-point game again with 3:30 to go.
It's a good thing Circle hasn't shot more free throws. They are perfect from the stripe tonight.
Only 4 attempts. Here is Crafels out of the wing to Sewell. Up top, Stallman's going to try the long two, and boy, when it's your night, it's your night. Emmy Stallman hits a shot just inside the three-point line, and it's good.
Her 7 points leads all Lady Crusaders.
Bucket the other way, good by Isabel Marley of Circle. So 7-point lead briefly, now 29-24, now a steal. 9th turnover of the Crusaders. Coble with a layup, and it's good.
Remember how we were talking about how fickle momentum was?
Oh, it is. Just a 3-point game now, 29-26. 2:43 to go in the third. Here's Sewell, right side. She'll dribble to the left wing, plays it off to Siemens. Down low, Stallman. Himmy double team and stolen away.
10th turnover there on the Lady Crusaders.
T-Birds could tie with a 3 here after being down 7. There is the 3. It's short by Caitlin Votes, and a rebound for Natalia Krafels.
Her 7th.
Sewell across that timeline, and a timeout by Coach Mitchell-Stetter. Well, both teams have been down, and both teams have come back. It's just a 3-point game, 2:12 to play in the third. 29-26, and we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
If you're an athlete of any age, in any sport, you want to perform at your best. And you can't if you're hampered by aches and pains. Dr. Cecilia Hinton at Prairie Star has extensive training in sports medicine. She has your back, your hip, your knee, whatever's causing you problems. Dr. Hinton is on your side and ready to help you at Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs by Anita Cleaners. Holly Sweet Treats by Impact Shears and by Alpha Light Surveys. They tell me if you're outside and you look up at the western sky tonight, Venus and Jupiter are very visible.
Okay.
A little astronomy there for you. 29-26 here. It's a 3-point game. Bueller opened this half on an 8-0 run, but the T-Birds have now cut that 7-point lead down to 3. It'll be Taylor, Sewell, Siemens, Krafels, and Brooks on the floor. Well, it's a combination we've seen a lot this year. Naya plays it to Natalia. Krafels working through a triple team. Ball knocked loose and picked up by the T-Birds. Boy, anytime Natalia touches the ball, it's like she has an army swarming her. There's Johnson driving inside, hard off the window, missed. Rebound tapped out. It goes out of bounds in front of the T-Bird bench. And they're going to keep it with Circle.
Yeah, you talked about, I mean, every time Krafels gets it, I mean, she is getting swarmed by Lady T-Birds. So, I mean, the fact that Krafels has been able to score, I mean, all of her points have been from the free throw line. I mean, it's been effort.
Dennison returns to the T-Bird lineup here. Johnson into Coble, cut off, shoots over. Sewell can't get it to go. Johnson with a rebound, but they call a foul on the floor. Emma Johnson with her 5th offensive board, make it 6th offensive board in this game. She has a nose for it, doesn't she?
She does. They're going to whistle the foul on McKenna Siemens. That's her first, 3rd team foul on Bueller.
Inside Johnson hard again, missed, but a foul, and that'll put Emma Johnson at the line and a chance to make it a 1-point game. Johnson, 2nd trip to the line. She hit both of her free throws in the first half. That foul on Nia Sewell is her 3rd. Team's 4th. Boy, you look up at the scoreboard now. The foul count was very one-sided against the T-Birds in the first half. And here in the third quarter, it is flipped the other way.
Well, can you tell that Coach Henry has told his ladies to make a concerted effort to try to get to the rim? I mean, Johnson has just been relentless the last couple possessions trying to take it all the way to the rack.
Emmy Stallman and Gracie Ward have now returned to the Crusader lineup. Brooks and Sewell go out. Johnson stays perfect, but then misses on the second. Hit her first 3, missed the second. It's a 2-point game. 29-27, 1:32 to go in the third. Here is another turnover. And Dennison ahead to Coble. Layup missed. Rebound out of bounds off the T-Birds.
Yeah, Dennison stepped along the baseline when she was trying to save it back into play. Just got another scoreboard update, a Buhler Dental Care scoreboard update from the Roundhouse. At the end of 3, it's McPherson 63, El Dorado 11.
Our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Buhler Dental Care is your friendly hometown dentist, as Natalia Krafels is going to be whistled with a travel online at BuhlerDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Well, it was Circle that was pressing, and now that has gone the other way.
And it's been a game of kind of back and forth.
Circle down just 2 with the ball in the right front court. London Soto, as we watch it, has it inside Swilly, and that's a silly foul. You just can't do that. I think they're gonna get Taylor from behind. No, they call it on Baxter. It'll be her second. And now Swilly will go to the line. Circle has been very good at the stripe tonight. Down 2, 1:03 to go in the third. And this free throw by the freshman is in and out, no good.
So they hadn't missed a free throw. They made their first 5, and now they've missed their last 2. So keep talking about how good they were here. Maybe it'll
Oh, they were.
Yeah, I know they were. Oh, I know. They were fantastic. Hadn't missed.
Swilly goes 1 of 2, and it's a 1-point game. Well, the lead is all but gone. 29-28.
I was just trying to conjure up the announcer's jinx there.
I'm with you. This is a 6-1 Circle run here. And down only 1. 58 seconds to go. Baxter to Ord. Far side to Taylor. Oh, I'd love to get Natalia going down low. Without a field goal, 4 points all at the line in this game. You can tell what their game plan was. We're not going to let 13 beat us. Here's Baxter dribbling at far side baseline. Here's Krafels. Oh!
Wow.
Called for a travel as she stepped into a 3.
Tough break for the Lady Crusaders right there.
Another turnover with 34 seconds to go here in the third. And Circle, after being up as much as 10 in the first half, can reclaim the lead. Gonna have to buckle down in the fourth. Let's play good defense. It looks like the T-Birds are going to hold one for one possession here. I think they've also got the arrow to start the fourth. Thornton, a long 3, missed. A rebound, Coble put back good. The offensive boards have been killing the Crusaders as Coble has 6 and Circle by 1. 30-29. Krafels lost and stolen away by Johnson. And that will get us to the end of the third. And the T-Birds down 7 have reclaimed the lead on their home floor. 30-29, 8 minutes to go in the game. We're back in 1 minute on HKFM.
You don't have to be a tech expert to enjoy the latest devices. Get a Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus or iPhone 14 Pro Max half off at Next Tech Wireless. Not only are you getting a great deal on those devices, you're also getting them with a great customer service guarantee. We'll help you get your information transferred from your old phone and help you learn the ins and outs of your new phone. Next Tech Wireless.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, each team scored 10 points in that third, and we're right back where we started at halftime. In a 1-point game, each team has had a multiple possession lead, and that has been erased each time. The T-Birds with the latest run here in the game after being down 7. Go on a 10-2 stretch to finish the third quarter. Peter's got to buckle down here if they want to advance to Saturday. The winner moving on to a monster road trip to Hugoton.
And kind of a unique situation, both teams with only one senior, so we're going to see these girls squaring off against each other next year.
Here's Thornton, and a floater in the lane for Kaya Thornton is good. 32-29, the lead is 3. Now a 12-2 run. Well, you can't see Hugoton on Saturday. You're not in Mexico, but I think you can see it from there. Maybe that's New Mexico.
Yes, yes.
Here's Baxter, 15-footer, and she swishes it through the net on the left side.
Lady Crusaders desperately needed that to pull Buhler back within a point.
32-31, 7:07 to go in the game. T-Birds with a 1-point lead in the ball, and they're half court to our right. This is Coble. Dumps it off to Thornton. Thornton, kick out to Johnson. I think she thought about that long three for just a second, partner.
Yes, she did. Krafels got out there quick to defend, though.
Johnson's been a big rebounder in this game. Falls down. Coble retreats and grabs the ball. Steps into a three. Wide open. Oh, no. A broken play. Don't you hate those?
Yes, Ord made a hustle play, tried to get the steal, just lost her footing and fell down, and it left Coble free to take it up a few feet and drop the tray.
35-31, 4-point lead. Here's Taylor right side. 6:22 to play. Now Stallman out front. Left side circle to Baxter. Here's Gracie. Peter led by 7 in the third, down 4 here. Krafels against that double team. Ball poked away. Baxter lost it out of bounds. It turns into another turnover.
Tough play that time. Baxter left it all on the floor trying to save it. 15th turnover on Buhler compared to Circle's 4.
Kaya Sewell in. And Claudia Taylor goes out. 6 minutes left. Got to dig down and reach for that something extra here. Here's Johnson for a three. That's good. You're kidding me. Timeout, Buhler. From down 7 to up 7, 38-31, 5:48 to play. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law is dedicated to offering clients with personal injury claims competent and compassionate service. If you or a loved one was injured in a serious accident involving a motor vehicle or a loved one suffered a wrongful death, we will inform you of your rights and walk you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Call Pyle Law at 620-241-9000 to find out your options today.
95.9 HKFM.
5:48 to go here in the game. Crusader basketball brought to you by Allstate agent Andrew Parr, by Midwest Iron and Metal, Red Rock Auto Center by the Medicine Shop, and by Edgar Family Dental. Our coverage tonight, part of the Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless. Check out our Sub-State Week coverage online at adastraradio.com. Download our convenient Ad Astra Radio mobile app. There's Buhler in the half court with the ball down 7. Well, they've come back from down 10, but time is fading. They need a bucket here. Baxter, right side three, missed. Rebound, Gracie Ord comes up with it on the backside. And now Gracie's got it down low to Nat, looking for her first field goal, and there it is.
Good looking hook shot there in the lane for Krafels to turn, shoot, and score.
At this point, though, now down 5. You can't trade buckets. You need some stops. Thornton out high to Soto. A couple of threes from Coble and Johnson in this fourth quarter. Two players that have been pretty quiet offensively, but two huge shots. Krafels hounding Johnson. They'll play it up top to Thornton. The Circle is in no hurry here. Thornton rolls to the bucket. Layup missed. Rebound, another offensive board. I don't know how many that is tonight, but it may not be that many, but it seems like a million.
I'd agree.
Here's Johnson up near the timeline. Dribbling down the right side lane line. Almost lost it. Saves it out to Dennison. T-Birds appear to be stalling here. 4:12 to go in the game. 4 minutes, a long time to stall, though. Thornton guarded by Sewell. 38-33. Thornton along the far side circle. Out top to Dennison. Pump fakes on a three. Gives it off to Johnson. Johnson picked up by Krafels, and that will reach in and commit her first foul of the night.
6th team foul on Buhler, so next one will put Circle in the bonus.
Just one on the T-Birds in this half. Live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Online at allensamuelshutch.com. Thornton off a screen. Picked up by Sewell on the right baseline. She'll spin around her. Shot inside. They count the bucket and a foul.
Kaya Thornton now with 13 points tonight.
Taylor in, Baxter out. Again, good luck to our Crusader bowlers at State tomorrow. They will be escorted out of Buhler at 6:30 tomorrow morning along Main Street. And bowl at North Rock. Ladies followed by the guys. As Thornton converts on the three-point play. She's perfect at the line. And it's 41-33. Lead is 8. Desperation time here with 3:38 to go. There's too many mistakes, too many turnovers here in this second half. Buhler, can you believe they were up 7 in the third? Doesn't feel like that now. Here's Taylor with it along that left side to Sewell. Naya into Stallman and fouled. I believe that's coming on Dennison. It'll be the first on Dennison. Just the second T-Bird team foul in this half. T-Bird guys will host on Friday. They will take on Wellington here in Towanda in the sub-state final. Long inbounds pass in backcourt to Sewell. Off to Ord. Kind of play with some urgency here. There's Gracie out front. Left side circle to Naya. Well, how about the job that Johnson has done? Not big inside, but got to give her some credit.
Yeah, she's the scrapper. There's no doubt about it.
Here's Naya along that left baseline. Gives up to Emmy. Stallman will pass out of it. Up top to Ord. Gracie for three. Got it! Gracie Ord, her second tray, second bucket of the night. And it's a 5-point game again, 41-36.
So some life now in the Lady Crusaders.
Here comes Thornton off to Dennison. They left the back door open, layup good.
That's her first basket of the game, and it couldn't come at a worse time for Buhler.
Just can't trade buckets now. Here's Ord. 2:20 left. Taylor far side. She'll step into a three. Got it! Claudia Taylor! A triple!
So the trays keeping Buhler alive in this game. Back to within 4.
She got to get some stops on the defensive end now. 2:03 to play. You know, Circle would like to dribble out this final 2 minutes.
Yep, they're going to go into their stall game, and it's a unique stall game. They just bring one player out high and have everybody else just on the lane lines.
There's Soto, ball knocked away by Taylor. It'll stay with the T-Birds. 1:48 to go, 43-39. Emma Johnson will play it along the far side out of bounds. She'll be fronted by Crafels into Soto. Soto curls inside to Coble, missed the shot. They're going to wave off the shot. Foul on the floor, but it's the 17th foul. So it'll be a 1-and-1 at the line for Katie Coble. Coble has 9 points in the game. This will be her first trip to the free throw line. The foul is the second on Gracie Ord. Coble at the line and got the friendly shooter's bounce on the first.
That gets her to double figures now with 10 and stretches the lead back out to 5.
Crusader basketball brought to you by H&R Block, by Ray and Sons Roofing, Sheila Metzger Agency, by Advanced Physical Therapy, and by Hutch Rec. Well, she missed the second, but Kaya Thornton with a rebound, the putback, and the foul, and that may be the nail in the coffin.
98 seconds left, lead extending to 7. They've got a chance to extend it to 8. Buhler's going to have to get some quick turnovers and quick buckets to try to get back in this.
Kaya Thornton 3 of 3 at the line tonight. And stays perfect. Timeout Circle. 47-39. Lead is 7. Boy, how about the offensive rebounds tonight? And they have capitalized on those time after time. 98 seconds to go. We're back in half a minute on HKFM.
The Hutchinson Medicine Shop offers many services that some of the chain stores in Hutch don't offer. If you live out of town, we can mail your prescriptions to you. If you live in Hutchinson, South Hutch, or Inman, we can deliver your meds free of charge to your home or workplace. The Medicine Shop actively supports many community groups like the Cancer Council of Reno County, Tech, Bright House, various hospices, and the NAACP. We also support our local arts and sports teams. The Medicine Shop at 14th and Main.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Aaron West Croshank with you into London tonight. And our ladies can't pull this out. This will be our final basketball broadcast of the season. I'd like to see it extend a couple of more days. We'll see what ladies can put together in this final 98 seconds, but down 7. They were up 7 in the third. They had Circle on their heels, but turnovers and some timely offensive rebounds. Free throw line has also been very one-sided here in this second half. 9-2 in favor of the T-Birds. Here's Krafels.
Yeah, Buhler just has not gotten many transition buckets against this press. I believe only 1 or 2. So they've kept up the press.
Gracie Ord's going to shoot a 3, missed. Rebound out of bounds to Circle with 1:10 to go. And Nia Sewell is going to return. And Gracie Ord will go out. Almost everybody back, as Chris said, for both these clubs. Coble, the lone senior for Circle. Dasa DeVinny for Buhler. Be a nice gesture for Coach to get Dasa in here late. 47-39. 47 seconds left. I don't think Circle will take a shot here. I think they're going to force either a foul or dribble it out. Soto kind of playing keep away. Down to 34 seconds to go. Johnson. Now Thornton. T-Birds are going to win it. They will advance to the sub-state final, and they will make the very long road trip out to Western Kansas to take on Hugoton on Saturday. 12 seconds left. 47-39 is going to be your final. T-Birds were up 10 in the first half, then down 7 in the third, but they put on a great run late to win on their home floor and beat the Crusaders for a third and final time this season. 47-39 is the final. T-Birds improved their mark to 15-6 on the year, and the Crusaders ended their season at 8-13. 47-39 is the final, and our Rise Up Reno postgame begins right after this.
Coming up, the Crusader Locker Room Show. Aaron and Chris recap tonight's game. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at adastraradio.com. 95.9 HKFM.
From finding that perfect car for college, switching to the minivan life, or finally getting your dream ride, Midway Motors is ready to help. Stop by one of our 6 locations across central Kansas or learn more at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Rod's Tire and Service.
One of the most important elements of success is knowing when to expand and when to focus on strengthening what you have. At People's Bank and Trust, we've done just that over the years, ensuring that we always have a solid base to provide for our customers and our community. At People's Bank and Trust, we never promise more than we can deliver. And what we deliver is safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. Hutchinson Daylight Donuts makes all of your favorite
donuts from scratch each day. Warm and fresh, just like you like them. And when you eat Daylight Donuts, it just makes you feel better. A little happier, a little friendlier, a little more productive. And now more than ever, we recognize it's the little things in life. So start your morning by stopping in your Hutchinson Daylight Donuts at 1435 East 30th, 305 North Main, or order ahead online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com.
Hey fams, this is Rachel Nelson. It's game time and I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. Spend your valuable time prepping for the game, not doing laundry. Keep your knit polos and khaki pants looking great. For the winning look, stop by I Need a Cleaners, 13th and Main in Hutchinson.
Manufacturing facilities, warehouses, oil, fuel and water storage, grain elevators, product makers, rooftops, HVAC containment, refineries, garages, and more rely on the quality and integrity of WIFCO products. Go to WIFCOSP.com for more. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
95.9 HKFM.
All back here on our Rise Up Reno post-game, our coverage of Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Morton Salt, by Scooters Coffee, Ad Astra Virtual Academy, by Inman Funeral Home, and by Summit Surgical. Not the way we wanted it to end for our ladies. 47-39 at the hands of the Circle T-Birds. Circle had an early 9-point lead in the first. Led 10 midway through the second. Buter cut that lead all the way down to 1. It was a 1-point game at halftime, 20-19. Then the Crusaders came out on a nice 8-0 run to start the second half, up 29-22. That was their largest lead. Circle cuts it back to 1 at the end of 1, 30-29. And then the T-Birds outscore the Crusaders 17-10 in the fourth to win by 7. 47-39 is your final. The T-Birds will head to Hugoton for the sub-state final coming up on Saturday. Just a tough way to lose this one against two teams that are pretty evenly matched. I think we'd agree. Just some things went the way of the T-Birds in that second half, particularly Buter, just like too many turnovers. And then T-Birds were really good on the offensive glass tonight. And maybe didn't have a ton of offensive rebounds, but the ones they got, they made count.
Yeah, they capitalized on them. And, yeah, you talked about the free throw difference. In the first half, Buhler, shot 10 free throws compared to Circle's 2.
Exact opposite.
Yes, exact opposite. And, they really made us, pay there in the second half. So, yeah, it's one of those. I think the biggest thing, turnovers. Buhler having those 15 turnovers compared to Circle's 4. That's a big differential there as well. And, Kaya Thornton, we know she's kind of the little engine that could for Circle. 7 points in the first half, 10 in the second for 17, and really did a fantastic job. She got to the line. You think about she got 2 and 1 opportunities, cashed both of those. So, I mean, she had 2 old-fashioned three-point plays. And, if I had to get a player of the game for Circle, and that'd definitely be the individual because she, got it done for the Lady T-Birds.
Just some things that didn't go their way. You think about that broken play that Circle had where the ball was knocked free. It rolled to the foul line or to the midcourt line. Both teams go chasing after it. Circle comes up with it, and Katie Coble hits a 3. Sometimes the ball bounces your way, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, Ord was trying hard to try to get the steal there and just fell down. I mean, it wasn't for lack of effort, and Coble was able to capitalize and knock down that tray. But
I think Emma Johnson had another 3 that was just,
Yeah, she banked in 2 trays tonight, or hit 2 trays tonight, excuse me. And her 9 points, she's the third leading scorer tonight for Circle. And, the crazy thing about her, and just like I said, Circle, you look down that roster, Katie Kubel graduates, but every single other Lady T-Bird is going to be back next year. So these two teams are pretty much going to duke it out next year as well with pretty much the same cast of characters. So there's going to be a lot of games between Circle and Buhler in the future.
Yeah, well, a tough night, not her fault at all. Circle had a great game plan and shutting down Nat inside just with the 1 field goal. I thought Emmy Stallman would have to step up tonight, and I thought she did. Finished with 7, but boy, if you even get close to your normal production out of Natty, you're right there in the game. But give Emma Johnson credit in the rest of that defense. I think probably number one on Coach Henry's board was keep the ball out of Nat Cravel's hands.
Yes, and if she does touch it, help, and help some more, because a lot of times she was having to deal with at least 2 or 3 defenders in her face. So, yeah, no, I mean, Circle played great defense inside. They really denied the paint for Buhler this evening, and anytime we did work it inside, there was bodies all over the place.
Final totals individually, Katie Coble with 10. Kaya Thornton led all scores with 17. Those two in double figures for the T-Birds tonight. Kylie Dennison with 2. London Soto with 4. Emma Johnson with 9. Lauren Swilley with 3. And Isabel Marley with 2. Peter was led by Claudia Taylor with 9. 6 from Natalia Krafels. Nia Sewell with 1. Sammy Brooks with 4. McKenna Siemens with 3. Charlie Baxter with 5. Emmy Stallman with 7. And Gracie Ord with 6. Peter 7 of 12 from the free throw line compared to 9 of 12 for the T-Birds. So even though each half was lopsided, they kind of even out in the free throw department. But the turnovers definitely not, just 4 for the T-Birds and 15 on the Crusaders. So come back and wrap it up with our play and the player of the game right after this. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, this is the Rise Up Radio postgame on HKFM.
More of the Crusader Locker Room Show is next. Stay tuned as we name tonight's
plays it up. Siemens for 3, got it! Big shot for the Jew, and makes it a 4-point game.
Ad 360 Insurance is an independent agency with 3 locations in central Kansas.
Oh, it's been a rough first half. Buhler hanging tough based on those 3 threes the Lady Crusaders have dropped in tonight.
Contact one of our agents for a quote today. We would love to have you become part of the Ag 360 family.
Naya feeds it in the midline.
Partner from your legacy.
Ag 360 Inman. Call Darren Eddy at 620-755-6023 or Cody Moores at 620-755-7779.
At Morton Salt in South Hutch, we're passionate about what we do and how we do it. That's because we're helping to improve people's lives in more ways and places than ever before. Hi, this is Evan Moody, General Manager. To learn more, go to mortonsalt.com.
Tax season greetings from your friends at H&R Block. File your way with H&R Block and get expert help at every step and a max refund guarantee that means you'll ring in the season by getting every dollar you deserve. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
H&R Block and Ellsworth Hutchin Line.
Advanced Physical Therapy of Hutchinson offers the most comprehensive physical therapy.
Rebounding wise, we actually out-rebounded them, but I need to, next year I'm going to make sure I keep O and D rebounds, because like you said, a ton of them were offensive. And they capitalized on it.
Johnson had 6,
yes, yes.
We pride ourselves in one-on-one goal-oriented therapy to help reduce your pain and get back to doing the things you love. Call Advanced Physical Therapy or visit our website, aptclinics.com. See how we can help you live at your physical best.
Beds for Less is proud to offer you the best mattress deals in the area. Save on twin mattresses starting at $99. Queen mattresses just $199. Plus, add an adjustable base to select mattress sets for only $99. Beds for Less is your Beauty Rest Black and Serta Arctic headquarters. Free statewide delivery included with these luxury mattress lines. Take your mattress home today with 0 down with our no credit needed and promotional financing programs. Same day and statewide delivery available. For the best deals on the best brands, shop Beds for Less in Wichita, Hutchinson, Salina, Topeka, and Manhattan.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here as we wrap up our coverage tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. 47-39 the final. Let's get to our Withco Steel Products player of the game and our play of the game, brought to you by Dick's Phillips 66. Phillip of the game tonight, 4th and Stevens in Hutch. Phillip on top-tier gasoline stacks and more. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66. There were a trio of trays like that in the first half after Buhler was down 10. They got them back in the ball game. One of those trays came late in the first half from McKenna Siemens. Naya feeds it in the midlane to Krafels. Out of the wing to McKenna. Siemens for 3, got it! Big shot for the junior guard, who knocks down her first bucket of the night and makes it a 4-point game.
So even though it's been a rough first half, Buhler hanging tough based on those 3 threes the Lady Crusaders have dropped in tonight.
And that series, Gracie, Claudia, and McKenna all hit threes. right there in that stretch to get them back in the game. Made it a 1-point game at halftime, and actually ended up being the guards that kept them in the game for most of it and got them out front in the third quarter.
Yeah, Buhler finishes the night with 6 threes altogether, which usually a pretty good night at the office. You know, Buhler's not a team that shoots a ton of trays, so knocking down 6, you know, definitely was one of the things that helped keep Buhler. When you look at the stat lines, there's lots of things that, you know, Buhler did better at tonight. You know, we outshot them on the threes. You know, tonight Circle just had 4 threes compared to our 6. But you know, and out-rebounding, we out-rebounded tonight. But like you talked about, the turnovers really kind of the
turnovers and just couldn't ever get that inside game going.
Yes,
so,
yes. And anytime, I mean, Natalia Krafels, and it wasn't for lack of effort that Nat had a tough scoring night. I mean, Circle really made a point to just, you know, fill up the lane kind of like they did the last time and make those inside shots really hard to come by.
Our Whitfield Steel Products player of the game, from storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms. Whitfield Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication. Online at whifcosp.com. We'll give that to Claudia Taylor, who hit 3 trays tonight and finished with 9 points. Well, season comes to a close for us on the hardwood, and you know, as always, it has to end sometime. You never want it to end early, but love the kids. Guys, tough one last night, girls tonight, and no matter your feelings about the game or how it went, or whether the officiating was fair or unfair, whether you like the calls of this coach or that coach, at the end of the day, just love on the kids. It's about them and about giving them an opportunity to shine. And going to miss watching them play, but on to spring sports, I know, for everybody, so we'll be busy again soon.
Yep, and you know, want to make a special note about you know, the final senior for Buhler, Daisha Davini, the final game tonight in maroon and white on the hardwood for her. It was fun to watch her. She was always somebody, didn't score a lot, but I always enjoyed watching her fight for position inside. I mean, she was somebody that would really duke it out down there in the blocks and battle, and so
just a really fun kid.
Yep.
Too plays hard. Just loves life and so friendly, and good luck to her as she goes to Fort Hays State next year.
And she's got the soccer season coming up. I know she's one of the gals that they'll be counting on this spring.
Wants to come on back to home and be a teacher in her hometown after she graduates. So we wish her the very, very best in what's next for her. Before we get off the air, we are going to get some thoughts from Coach Mitch. And Pregame, Coach. Up 7 in the third. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you.
Oh, no, you're
there.
fine.
I'm a bit clumsy. Up 7 in the third. We had them on their heels, and just, boy, this team's tough to get them.
Yeah, when you have a player like Thornton, it's hard to, when she needs to take over the game, she can take over the game. It's a tough loss. We are up. The girls, we talked about at halftime, making adjustments and coming out and playing to the best of our abilities and coming out with energy, and they did that. It's just, they hit a couple threes. We made turnovers, one back to back to back, which hurt us, which gave them more opportunities to score. When you turn it over, it takes opportunities away from you. So it stinks losing, but I told the girls there's a lot that we improved on this season and that we got to look at the good stuff eventually. It hurts right now, but.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you talked about the turnovers. They didn't have more rebounds tonight, but it seemed like those offensive boards that they did get, they really capitalized on, which hurt.
Yeah, it was. I felt like a lot of them were and ones. So that old 3-point play, which hurt us. The girls fought. They fought hard, and that's all I can ask for them, to improve and fight and be hungry.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, one senior on each club, so it's going to be the same roster all the way through for these kids. They're going to have to get used to each other, and you got to figure at some point that your day will come, I think. So.
Yeah, I agree. It'll be fun next year to see the adjustments and the improvements that all the girls make throughout the summer. I think our girls will be a little bit more hungry. I think they're going to be a little bit more competitive and want a little bit more since we got swept by them 3 times. Just things didn't fall our way. We needed some defensive stops, and we could have get them. And then just turning the ball over in crucial times didn't allow us to go score and have opportunity to get back into the game.
Yeah, we're talking about your one senior that was on the bench for you tonight in Daisha Davini, and I know a kid that didn't get a ton of minutes, but made a ton of improvement. And just I think she's the kid that just being around a kid like that makes everybody better.
Yeah, we're going to miss her smile. She's the reason why Emmy's as good as she is, because she bangs with her at practice. Desa is a great passer. She is a great teammate. She stuck with us through everything. She always comes to practice with a smile on her face. She had a good attitude, positive attitude. She's just an overall great teammate, and we'll truly miss her next year. She was kind of a glue for us, and we really appreciate everything she did for the Lady Crusader program the past 4 years.
Not everybody can pull off that multicolored hair look either. She's got it down, though.
No, Desa can almost pull off anything. She is just that light in a dark time, or that sunshine. She's a great person, and she's going to go far in life, and I'm excited to watch her journey. So.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate you being gracious with your time as always, and look forward to working hard in the summer and getting back after it.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. That's Coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter here with us as we wrap up our broadcast tonight. A reminder, continuing coverage of our Hutch CC Road to a Championship, presented by Next Tech Wireless, and Sub-State semifinals tomorrow night and Friday night across our network. Finals then on Saturday. You can click on sports at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app to learn more about our coverage coming up. Well, we'll see you for baseball season at the end of the month. March 23rd is the home opener against the McPherson Bullpups. And that'll be a 6 o'clock first pitch time. They're actually going to do a home-and-home series with McPherson in Wheatland Park on March 23rd, and then at McPherson on April 6th. So 6 o'clock for that opening game on the 23rd. We'll be on the air shortly before that with our Midway Motors drive to the game. Circle wins it tonight, 47-39. Thank you all for joining us on the journey for these 20-plus games, and we wish you the best. We'll see you in the spring. For Chris Schenk, Adam Kolb, studio producer, engineer, and our CSN crew, Aaron West, you've been listening to Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus